Your Excellency, the President of Kenya, Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta, Your Excellency, the First Lady of Kenya, Margaret Kenyatta, honorable dignitaries, distinguished guests, good afternoon. Ni furaha kwangu kuwa pamoja nanyi leo hii hapa Nairobi. Asanteni sana kwa mwaliko. How befitting and joyful to be here with you on this International Women's Day to celebrate phenomenal women and gender activism around the world upon the invitation of a woman for whom I bear great esteem. Your Excellency, Mrs. Kenyatta, you said on this day 6 years ago that the actions of women, measurable and immeasurable, hold up half of our society, half of our country, and as you quoted, it half of the world's sky. There is a thorny truth to these words. For all their beauty, they address an injustice that has festered the millennia and that crucial dates such as this one have advocated against for over a century. Gender inequality lives on despite the innovative and at times heroic feats that many women around the world have achieved and for which they have been publicly recognized. At the rate of our current efforts, the World Economic Forum estimates that it will take 135 years or until 2157 for the gender gap to close. The figures are grim, and some questions remained unanswered. With newly emerging threats to the stability and welfare of populations such as climate change and resource depletion, is the world truly comfortable with women being the first in the casualty line? Women make up 70% of the world's poor, and this poverty renders them especially vulnerable to the humanitarian consequences of natural disasters, drought, and famine. 80% of the people displaced by climate change are women. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, to stand aside as our resources are misdistributed and depleted, and as natural disasters gain in frequency, is at best to accept a fate that rips the majority of the world's women from their homes, and that robs them of the dignity to which they are entitled. Honorable dignitaries, esteemed guests, we must address the global indifference towards the issues of sustainability and climate change mitigation. Passivity has poisoned us. It has fed the cynicism of some and the hopelessness of others. It has convinced masses that climate change, a frightful brute of modern society's own making, is unbeatable, unavoidable, and most importantly, none of our concern. But to this, I must ask what justice, what dignity, and what godliness there is in choosing to relegate an ailing world to our children. I know there is integrity and heart in the world, for I have seen their wonders in women whose names are synonymous with courage, dedication, and environmental heroism. To your beloved and never forgotten Wangari Maathai, rest in peace. Today we celebrate the values with which she enriched the world and the movements, initiatives, and vision that these values have engendered. Today, we recognize the scale of the dangers that she and brave women like Gambia's Aïssatou Cissé spotted and opposed before most of us would even know. And today, I hope that our decisiveness honors these women's effort and those of every individual that has embarked on the Green Mission. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kigali agreement, which has been ratified by 129 countries, had ambitions beyond reducing greenhouse gas emissions. It needed to show precedence for any Rwandan and any African watching that change could be sparked or energized here on our soil. The Rwanda Green Fund's success has been a testament to our potential for ethical, sustainable advancement and to the impact of this progress on the welfare of both men and women. The numbers are beyond encouraging. Of the 176,000 green jobs created by the fund in Rwanda alone, 60% have gone to women. And I believe this figure offers irrefutable proof that mitigation, sustainability, and gender equality are interdependent. Esteemed guests, I hope that every young mind, every organization, every institution, or governmental body that desires a green future is faithful that our sustainability is attainable if we alleviate the load of women. So I ask with a stubborn optimism, are we ready at last to do the imperative? Your Excellency, Mr. President, your presence today testifies to your engagement to a cause that is much better described as the responsibility of an entire civilization than the plight of one gender. I applaud your integrity, for it's impossible to truly love one's people without loving the half that has and will birth them all. Esteemed guests, allow me to celebrate one more incredible woman's accomplishment today as I close my remarks. Considering how great an athlete she is, it's no surprise that she has sprung with such vitality between planning this wonderful celebration, creating a learning center that aligns excellence, innovation, and social awareness, and tending to the responsibilities of her position with her signature grace, Mrs. Kenyatta. Your Institute for Gender and Social Development is yet another impressive finish line you have crossed. This collaboration between Beyond Zero and the Kenya School of Development is ripe with promise. And my dear sister, you have exemplified how the half can and should strive to provide solution for itself. You have demonstrated with the hard work and principle of a truly empowered woman that though support is valued and welcomed, a community, whether united by experience, race, or gender, can look inwards for solutions. I'm thankful for today, and I'm looking forward to closing it with a wonderful read through the inspirational anthology of speeches that you have published today. Congratulations again. Nawashukuru sana kwa muda wenu. Muwe na siku njema. Happy International Women's Day.